Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn Langdon, and I am the Supervisor for Transition Programs at Glenbard District 87. I would like to thank you for watching this brief video regarding the changes coming to District 87 after spring break. Last week, on Tuesday, March 9th, the Illinois Department of Public Health and the Illinois State Board of Education worked together to update and revise the public health guidance for schools. A few significant changes were made that will allow Glenbard District 87 schools to shift to a normal pre-pandemic schedule while still following safety mitigations. The purpose of this webinar is to explain what changed in the health department guidelines, how these changes will impact Glenbard District 87 on April 5th, and finally, I will end by explaining what parents will need to do if they wish to switch their learning model to either remote only to in-person or from in-person to remote only. First, in regards to social distancing, let's take a look at what has changed. In-person learning is now defined by a distance of 3 to 6 feet apart for students and fully vaccinated staff. Maintaining a 6-foot distance remains the safest, but schools can operate at no less than 3 feet. Up to this point, the recommended social distancing guidelines for schools was 6 feet of distance. The change from 6 to 3 feet is significant and allows us to place several more desks or tables in classrooms. Now, what stayed the same in regards to social distancing? Well, all persons on school grounds must wear a mask at all times. This remains critically important in our safety mitigations. Also, contact tracing protocols have not changed. This is important to know up front because although the IDPH is now allowing us to put desks 3 feet apart, parents and students should know that when we have a confirmed case of COVID in the building, any person defined as being within 6 feet of that confirmed case for a cumulative period of 15 minutes must be quarantined for 14 days. This means if student A is sitting in a classroom with desks or tables 3 feet apart and happens to be sitting next to student B who tests positive for COVID, student A must now be quarantined outside of school for 14 days. And that would include all curricular and extracurricular activities that take place during those 14 days. And finally, one other thing that has not changed with our social distancing guidelines is our cleaning protocols. All desks will continue to be sprayed after each class. Another major change from the Illinois Department of Public Health is in regards to large groups. So what changed? Large groups of people are no longer limited to 50 during academic and non-academic school year activities. Capacity limits for in-person learning are now determined by space ability to accommodate social distancing. It is important to highlight that the following daily safety mitigations will remain in place: daily self-certification, daily temperature scanning, weekly saliva screening, daily mask wearing, social distancing, contact tracing protocols, cleaning protocols, and frequent hand washing. Now, the impact this will have on District 87 on April 5th. First, for in-person learning, all instruction will now follow our normal pre-pandemic full-day schedule. Students will be in school from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. There will no longer be an in-person hybrid A, B, or C schedule. Lunch will take place to commensurate with IDPH guidelines. We will follow the 6-foot distance for lunch as masks will be taken off in order to eat. In transition, we will also have the option to eat outside in a grassy area at our site, or we also have the option to walk down to the park to eat. Currently, we follow the hybrid schedule where students have the option to come into the building 4 days a week from 8 o'clock to 12:30 with a fully remote day on Wednesdays. Starting April 5th, we will follow our pre-pandemic schedule of students in the building from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, with Mondays being an early release and dismissal of 1 o'clock. We will continue to have mask break throughout the day where students have an opportunity to go outside. Now, with the impact to What will the impact be on our remote only students? Very little. Students can continue to utilize a remote only model. All classes will be continued to be live streamed, and students will continue to attend each class remotely. As a parent, what would you need to do in regards to selecting in-person or remote only for your child? Parents who would like their child to remain in their current learning model do not need to take any action. Students who are currently remote only will remain remote only on April 5th. And students who are currently hybrid A, B, or C will become in-person students on April 5th. However, if you would like to shift your child's learning model between today, March 15th, and Sunday, March 21st, log into your PowerSchool account using your parent account and indicate which learning model you prefer. Also, please note that weekly saliva screenings will be mandatory for students participating in on-campus activities and athletics. I would like to thank you again for watching this brief video. I hope the information presented helps you better understand the changes that are taking place and will help you make the best decision for your child when it comes to selecting a remote only or in-person learning model. If you have any questions, please contact me, Dawn Langdon, at 630-942-7649. Thank you.